Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire, Boxer Boxing. Now, Anthony Joshua fight Alexander Usyk today, man. And this is it for Anthony Joshua. A lot of people are saying it's do or die for him. A lot of people are saying that, Anthony Joshua, he gained too much weight. If you guys didn't know, he's like 4 or 5 pounds heavier than he was his last fight. He's bigger than usual. And people were saying, well, he has to go for the knockout because he's bigger than usual. And Anthony Joshua is known for stamina problems. So, with all that being said, Anthony Joshua has changed a couple things in his game. He's been training with Robert Garcia, and a lot of people were saying that Alexander Usyk, well, he's going for a knockout. He looks bigger than ever. Come to find out that Alexander Usyk is virtually the same weight that he was in the second fight. So, with all that being said, man, Anthony Joshua, I think he's coming to win it, and that it's reflected by his trainer he picked in Robert Garcia. This is going to be a really big deal to see if he can actually pull it off. But he's a lot more aggressive. Getting a Mexican trainer, the aggression and Mexican trainers go hand in hand. So Robert Garcia is known to train Mikey Garcia, his brother. And Mikey Garcia is a boxer puncher, which complements Anthony Joshua. But he can tell him to be more aggressive because, well, that's what he's going for. So this is going to be a really big deal. This is a really big deal for Anthony Joshua. It's in Saudi Arabia. Me personally, man, I'll give my prediction. And I think that it's going to go to decision. I think Anthony Joshua will be more aggressive this time. But, people think that knockouts are easy in boxing. And with an elite fighter like Alexander Usyk, I think this fight's going to be more like the first fight, but a more aggressive Anthony Joshua earlier. I think in the first fight, Anthony Joshua was waiting for something to happen and trying to get clean shots on Alexander Usyk instead of bringing the fight to Alexander Usyk, right? Most people who bring the fight at Alexander Usyk in the heavyweight division, like Derek Chisora, they end up pitting up a really good fight. That Derek Chisora fight, man, that was a close fight. That was a really, really close fight. I think Anthony Joshua, if he brings it and brings the fight to Alexander Usyk, he will win the fight. He has to be first, right? He's taller than Usyk. He has a longer reach than Usyk. So Usyk's going to be hesitant in the beginning to really throw shots and trade with Anthony Joshua at a distance. And by the time Anthony Joshua is close, he already has, a predetermined plan to beat or nullify Alexander Usyk's offense. Now, Alexander Usyk is tricky. If Anthony Joshua leaves time for him to think, then that's a bad idea. The more time you sit and look at Usyk, the more time he has to do calculus in his mind to really take you apart. So, this is what I think is going to happen in the fight, man. I think Usyk, if he keeps the fight outside, he has a really good chance of winning the fight. But I think if Anthony Joshua, if he's just first, I think he'd win the fight. One thing he did really well in the first fight was go to the body. Later rounds with the Alexander Usyk, he was throwing some really good right uppercuts to Usyk's body. Usyk really had no answer to it, man. He really had no answer to it. The only thing that really stopped Usyk from getting hit in the body was Anthony Joshua just being tired and basically punching himself out. Hopefully, Anthony Joshua, he's gotten bigger, so maybe he's hitting, maybe he had more oomph in his punches, so he don't have to throw as much. Some people assume that if you throw more punches, you're beating the guy up worse. Anthony Joshua's a power puncher, and most of his wins are by knockout. So, you don't have to be right too many times if you hit hard enough, right? But hopefully Anthony Joshua throws combinations in his fight and just keep Alexander Usyk busy and just keep distance close. I think in the inside, Anthony Joshua has a better chance of beating Usyk when he's fresh than on the outside. Because on the outside, Usyk's too sharp with the left hand. He's picking him off too well. But either way, man, I think this fight most likely would be like I said, I think Anthony Joshua win a decision if he does win it. And Usyk, if he gets the win, he's going to want to push that pace. He's going to want to push that pace. This is in Saudi Arabia. This is not his home turf. This is more of Anthony Joshua's domain. So he's going to have to want to stop Anthony Joshua, in my opinion. So Alexander Usyk, I'm expecting more aggressive Alexander Usyk in this fight for sure, because making Anthony Joshua fight on his back foot is probably the best thing for Usyk, especially because Anthony Joshua gained so much weight, right? If you gain a lot of weight and he's going for power, well, what happens when you're not the hunter, but you're the hunted? And Alexander Usyk pushes Anthony Joshua back. So that's what I think that Usyk should do in this fight. I think he should be trying to come to Anthony Joshua, trying to make him fight in his back foot, because it's harder to generate power moving backwards than it is moving forwards, right? So all that power would be nullified because you're too busy defending yourself to worry about being aggressive. So either way, man, my final pick was Anthony Joshua by decision. But if Usyk pushes the pace, I think he can stop Anthony Joshua. This is a fight of a mindset, really. This is a mental fight for both fighters because they both have the tools to beat each other. It's who's going to impose their will on the other. Like if Anthony Joshua pushes the pace, I think he can outpoint and possibly hurt Usyk to decision. Usyk, if he pushes the pace, Anthony Joshua gained too much weight. I'm not sure if his stamina will hold up, in the 12-round fight. So either way, man, it's going to be a good fight. But hopefully AJ pulls it off. We'll see. But Usyk, man, he's, a lot of people are saying that he's going to be the next Vladimir Klitschko. Or no, he's going to be better than Vladimir Klitschko. A lot of people are saying that if he beats Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, that he can be better than Klitschko. So he's trying to make history over there in Ukraine. He's fighting for his countrymen. The politics going on right now between Ukraine and Russia. Ukraine really needs this, really, really bad. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. But this is going to be a good fight. Definitely one to talk about. And it's been media silent on Anthony Joshua's part for a long, long time. I think he's been really focused in this fight. I don't think he's playing games. Usually you hear a lot of back and forth. But there has not been any back and forth in this fight. It's just been focus, which I like. So we're going to see how this whole thing plays out, man. Anyway, let me know how you guys feel about it, though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is The Empire. GeoBasket Empire. Peace.